I remember a time of peace, of cherry blossoms and summer winds.
What is up, For Honor brothers and sisters? Do y'all remember a time of peace? Let this be one of those times as I go through this, because I had to re-engage this topic of the new hero after I put out my last video saying Katashi was a target and what my thoughts were based on the For Honor orders and that lore that I was reading. So afterwards, there was just so much more I uncovered and I had to do this. I did comment underneath that video stating info I found, and that happened in large part thanks to Alicio Mecaletti 8101. You'll see that comment here. Alicio had a thoughtful, non-trolling, and thought-provoking comment, as did a lot of y'all. And I appreciate that. And it just made me want to learn more. Now, Alicio's theory is really the story from what I found out. The one part that he didn't mention is that in the story, they don't just fight once. So I wonder, Alicio, if you look at this video, I know you mentioned that was your theory, but did you know the story? Or was that just you coming up with the story without even looking at it? But anyway, I also wanted to see where I could be possibly wrong in my thinking about the hero being villain-like and using a Yari. But based on what I found, I don't think my initial ignorant findings was too far off at all. So let's start with a quick overview of what I said about the new hero weapon for the people that didn't see the last video and may have missed it. I saw this spear. You know, at least that's what I figure it was. It was a spear and Yari, right? I believe that's what it's called, a Yari. And so I was trying to figure out, is this a new weapon? You guys can say, no, that's meant to be another hero's weapon. And I'll be like, I'll feel dumb, but you know, I appreciate you. Yeah, but is this the new weapon that they're talking about? Is this going to be the weapon that the new hero has? This spear? Because a Japanese spear, it is part of their culture. There are Japanese spears with the Yaris. Now, to clear the air immediately, I don't think this hero will be a villain per se. That is why I said villain-like. It's about perspective. And I also wasn't all in on thinking the Yari will be the only weapon our hero will be wielding. But primary weapon, yes, I do think it's the primary weapon. If you watch the Year 8 vision, Andrew, I don't know if you guys know, he's the artistic director on the team. He made it pretty clear the new samurai hero will have multiple weapons.
Season 2's Samurai Hero will be very unique and distinct because of Samurai is aiming for the mastery, and this mastery of the weapons are going to be the key of this new hero.
So with that being said, it makes sense why we saw what we saw in the trailer. The figure of Benkei, or whatever name the For Honor team adopts for the new hero. We see the multiple weapons on the back, but I still think the primary or first weapon the hero will wield will be the Yari. And I have my reasons. Now hear me out. I got 3 reasons. Reason number 1, it's the only weapon I saw on the bridge that isn't used by another hero currently. And there are more of them than any other weapon, almost as if they want to draw attention to it. I feel like they wanted us to see that or notice that. Reason number 2, and even though I said I have 3 reasons, I really only have 2. Reason number 2 is Benkei using Naginata. Nobushi uses that currently, so I don't think they would give him or her that. That's another reason this weapon makes sense. The hero will start with a different primary weapon that is already a part of the cast, which that would be the Yari, but also be able to stance switch to those other weapons that Benkei has on his back, like a saw, a rake, a sickle, an axe, whatever. And I included a 90-second segment at the end of this, and it's from an excellent video that described the legend of Benkei. You will see that Benkei art with him holding his Naginata, along with his saw, sickle, axe, etc. on his back. And if I'm wrong, that's okay. It's not like y'all have never been wrong in your life. This is fun speculation, so please put your knives and pitchforks away. Please, please. The For Honor team provided another hint of the new hero when they centered on Shigoki, leading the charge towards Master Katashi in the trailer. Who better to hint that a massive hero is coming than Shugo? And you notice Shugo, or Goki, I know a lot of us say Goki instead of Shugo. People say it in both ways. But Goki was the final one defeated also, which happened with Benkei when he went after Yoshitsune. And you say, who's Yoshitsune? Yoshitsune is pretty much what they got Master Katashi, in my opinion. Now, in the story, they said Katashi was female-like. Now, Katashi is obviously not female-like, but I don't know. Maybe they make Benkei a female hero. We'll see. So overall, I don't think I'm far off as far as the weapon being used as the initial primary weapon based on what they've shown us. I do think that Yari could be it, or will be the primary weapon. What I have enjoyed is all of your comments, theories, suggestions as we pleasantly discuss the upcoming hero, along with things in this game that this community enjoys. We all enjoy this game. I love having fun with whatever content For Honor gives me. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. I hope y'all have a great one. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Please stay and check out this upcoming clip, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
His name was Saito Musashibo Benkei. At some point, he had decided to return to the capital, having taken up an ambitious quest to defeat and take the swords of 1,000 unworthy samurai within the city. One by one, through instigating duels and striking at those he deemed fit, he bested scores of warriors, until at last he had claimed 999 blades. But he would never receive his 1,000th, for the final samurai he chose to face was one who countered his every move. He was young, handsome, and agile, a figure he had never seen the likes of before. Benkei battled with this man for some time, supposedly at the Gojo Ohashi Bridge, until finally the swiftness of his movements bested him. At last, Benkei had met his match. The man he had fought turned out to be Minamoto no Yoshitsune, son of the significant Lord Yoshitomo. And although stories say he would try a second time to get revenge and finally see victory over his rival, Benkei would ultimately lose yet again. This time, however, seeing Yoshitsune as his better and as a warrior worthy of serving, Benkei would pledge himself to him. It is here the two would become a legendary pair who would fight side by side until the very end.